Do not attempt the training techniques you are about to see without consulting a professional. Tonight on Cesar 911, Cesar is faced with an emotional challenge.
Hey. Dogs are supposed to be really sweet. I've always wanted a dog that I could like pet.
This family's first dog is attacking its owners.
This is really bad, because people can live in terror.
And threatening a friendship.
I would like to have my friend back. Put the dog down.
And then, Cesar is called to stop two out-of-control dogs.
The problem isn't our dogs. It's my sister.
From destroying a brother and sister's relationship.
Brad and Jamie have no idea. They're clueless.
Matt,
He just bit me! Cesar Milan is called to the rescue by friends, family, and neighbors whose lives have been turned upside down by dogs in crisis. Using everything in his arsenal, Cesar is answering the call.
I'm getting tense just by watching this.
You never know where Cesar will show up next. On Cesar 911. Cesar's first 911 call is from whistleblower Debbie, whose neighbor's dog is terrorizing the community.
hi, Cesar.
Hi, Debbie.
Thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure.
It's so great to meet you.
So what can I do for you? What's happening?
Well, I would like to have my friend back. My friendship with Alyssa is in trouble because of Misty. She's gotten really aggressive now. Misty's not normal.
No.
She'll be walking along just fine, and then something just snaps. No. No. She'll lunge at Alyssa, trying to bite her. She'll jump up and try and bite the leash. Stop it. Growling, teeth bared. No. She's tried to bite the kids in our neighborhood. She tried to bite my kids. She tried to bite me.
No. No. No.
She hasn't bitten anybody.
She's bitten the every member of the Dong household plus Grandma, and Grandma had to go to the hospital for stitches.
The worst part is she's bitten her own family.
Multiple times.
Multiple times.
All of them. Yes, multiple times.
Dog biting other people outside, it can be territorial or dominant, but when he bites his own kind,
No.
that's pretty bad. Because people can live in terror.
The family has exhausted their options and has been forced by the neighborhood to consider the unthinkable.
We all told Alyssa that having gone through the 3 trainers that she had, she's done all that she could. The kids are terrified. Put the dog down. I don't take it lightly,
Yeah.
but they did. They've done everything that they could. I'm gonna start crying now.
Who came out with that suggestion, like, put the dog down?
We all did.
You know, when people don't think anything won't work, and then they have tried everything, in their mind, they already did everything. And for the most part, nobody has done everything. That's the truth. And where is she now?
Alyssa usually takes a walk about this time.
Can we go see her?
Yeah.
Let's go and see what your friend is. You can take a ride in my car. Is that
All
okay?
right. I'm really happy that Cesar's here because this is really Misty's last hope.
Misty's owner Alyssa has no idea that Debbie called Cesar and that they're on their way to find her.
This is going to be fantastic. She does not know you're coming. This is going to be a huge surprise. There she is. Okay. Yeah, I'm not getting out of the car.
You're not.
No.
Hello.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe you're here. Oh my gosh.
Give me the leash. That's right. She's safer with me.
The moment was literally surreal. When Cesar came up, I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. We're going to get help. We're going to get help.
You know what she's saying?
What?
She's terrified.
So am I.
I know, but if two terrified are in the same place, it travels through the leash, and that's when you have that episode.
I need help.
Yeah.
I was not going to get out of the car until Cesar had full control of Misty because the way that she was upon arrival, there's no way.
She actually called me, so I can come and give you guys a little bit of a hand, which you needed.
Hi, Misty.
She likes you.
Yeah, she likes me now. She likes me now.
That's it. Don't touch. This is when you practice. No touch, no talk, no eye contact.
Okay.
Relax. There you go.
I know that Debbie was still nervous, and even though Debbie and I have had conflicts in the past with Misty, I'm happy to know that she's willing to work them out and help with bringing in Cesar.
Ambushed!
I always had animals in my life growing up. We had about 2 acres of land, and we had chickens and goats and ducks and dogs and cats. And the kids have, for years, always said that they wanted a dog. And my son, we went to one of his soccer games, and one of the moms there had Misty, and she was only about a little less than 4 pounds. And Lauren actually saw her first, and she's like, Mom, come here, there's a dog, there's a little puppy. Of course, I think the saying goes, when you bring a dog into the house, it never leaves. And that's exactly what happened with us.
Any father can relate to wanting to give his children, especially the youngest one, who's a girl, everything in the world.
She was like the opposite she is now. She was like such a sweetheart. We can hug her, we can kiss her. Come here.
Things started to change when Misty was about 4 months old. She started attacking us. It's gotten to a point where it's very scary for us.
Her whole personality changed. It was like a mood swing. Dogs are supposed to be really sweet, but we can't have that with her. And it's really sad because, like, I've always wanted a dog that I could, like, pet. And, like, I can't do that with her. No.
I heard what Debbie said about putting her down. In fact, one neighbor said, it's pretty gentle. And I just thought, okay, what's that mean? She's gone, and she's not given a chance. I know Misty has the potential to change. One day, I'm going to take Misty out, and we're going to walk, and she's not going to growl, and it's going to be a great day.
Cesar's first objective is to analyze whether Misty is aggressive or simply insecure. He uses his dog Junior to gauge her response.
So my goal now is to assess and evaluate how she behaved with another dog. This is my own personal dog. I just want you to see. Be very consistent when it's confronted. See that insecurity? Misty is not an aggressive dog. She's insecure. When Junior approached Misty, she showed no sign of aggression at all. In fact, she backed away from Junior, which is flight mode, a clear sign of insecurity. This is a family that's nurturing insecurity.
Cesar needs to teach Alyssa to stop nurturing insecurity and to start nurturing confidence. The first step is a simple walk.
Look, now we're going to walk a dog.
Okay, you walk the dog.
Yeah, now we're going to walk a dog. Now I'm going to show you how it feels to walk a dog. How it should feel.
See, now I feel like if I were to walk her like that, she would be pulling.
Of course, because you're not calm assertive yet.
Okay.
Yeah, you're compassionate.
Right.
Alyssa is so focused on babying the dog that she doesn't realize that that's the only thing she's teaching. So right now, the first thing you do is you lead the dog. Whatever you do, don't feel bad, because it only feeds her insecurity. Just grab the leash. Relax. Yeah, you grab the leash, just come on. There you go. What you're saying is follow me with no hesitation.
Do I need
Trust
to look
me.
down at them?
No, what you gotta pay attention is how you feel.
Okay.
Yeah, forget about the dog. The dog is going to follow your energy.
Okay.
And then he's gonna respond. Fight, flight, avoidance, or surrender.
So she's surrendering. So
Yeah,
she's surrendering.
don't you feel it?
Yeah, because I don't feel the
Yeah,
tension.
that's exactly the point.
Now that Cesar has taught me to be more assertive and confident when walking Misty, I can see her energy has changed and she's a lot more calm.
Empowered by Cesar's first lesson, Alyssa takes Cesar to meet the rest of her family.
Is that amazing? Oh, she's walking right beside Mom.
It was pretty cool to see Cesar walking in, like, my neighborhood, down my street. Like, you get, like, little, like, goosebumps inside. Like, goosebumps in your goosebumps.
Hi!
Hey! How are you? This is your
I
family.
know.
Oh, look at me.
Yeah.
You're so calm.
This is my husband,
But
Steven.
this is just the beginning, I just wanted to make sure that I get to assess the situation and let her smell. Just don't touch it. Let her give you affection. You're so eager in giving her affection. It's okay for a dog to work for it.
And we're so excited to see Misty.
I know.
We're a first-time dog owners.
I know, even worse.
That's what we end up doing.
It was very important for me to see, do you have an aggressive dog? Do you have a neurotic dog? Do you have a psycho dog? So a lot of people describe their dogs that way. You don't. You have an insecure dog.
That's good news and bad news.
Yes. Bad news because insecurity takes a little longer, due to building self-esteem.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's just about doing obstacle courses. It's about bringing a dog with other dogs. It's about doing activities where the dog gains self-esteem. No different from a kid. So when a dog is a little unsure like she is,
right,
and you do this, and you don't see the signs because your goal is to give affection, she has no choice just to do that.
Right. Well, that makes sense.
The dog loves them. There's no doubt about it, but he doesn't trust them or respect them. Leadership gives you access to trust and respect. I want to suggest to you, for me to take her, so we can give her a different environment for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
You okay?
Yeah.
It's just to give her that opportunity to be with a pack of dogs.
Yeah.
Like Junior.
Right.
They're all the same.
Right.
So she sees that it's not just Junior eating this way, it's other 5, 7, 8
She's never
dogs.
seen.
So we will put her in different situations for her to let us know where would she blossom best.
Oh, great.
You okay?
Yeah.
It's good. I'm telling you, it's going to be good for her. She needs it. She needs
It's really good for her. Cesar taking Misty today, I think, was a very emotional part for me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for your trust.
Thank you. It's not that I didn't want her to go. I really wanted her to go. But to actually have him say, I'm going to take her, it means a lot to me, and it means a lot to Ryan and Lauren and Steven, because we need this help.
Bye, Misty.
Bye, Misty. Bye.
I am very happy the owners trust me with taking Misty, but often the insecure dogs are the hardest to rehabilitate.
How will Cesar help Misty when she won't even get into his car? Cesar Milan has determined that Misty's bad behavior, including biting her owners, stems from insecurity and not aggression. He wants to take her to his dog psychology center to build her confidence. But he has to get her into his car first.
Good girl. Yeah, that's my girl. See, there's just back. Hey, good girl. Since you have to know that it's not about getting inside the car, it's about touching the car. Good girl. And what if she gets about touching the car? She's gonna jump. Good girl. That's a good girl. Trust. It's all about trust. Now you can close the wall. Look, she's not trying to escape. Yeah.
Cesar Millan's Dog Psychology Center is a 43-acre ranch and home to Cesar's personal pack of up to 20 dogs. This is where Cesar brings problem dogs like Misty, who are in need of extensive rehabilitation. He uses his personally trained staff, innovative facilities, and members of his pack to assist in the transformation process.
Let's introduce Misty into the pack.
Cesar's first exercise in building Misty's confidence is to introduce her to his pack.
Look, she's overwhelmed about it.
And she immediately reverts to flight mode, as she did earlier with Junior.
See that insecurity? So now we are going into a flight mode. Then she uses me to gain some kind of strength, but it's not strength, it's just weakness. As the dogs continue to push Misty, she will develop the confidence to find her place in the pack rather than trying to hide. This will be like the ideal dog for her. It pushes her. Nice.
Cesar puts Misty into another new and frightening situation, getting into the swimming pool.
The more time she conquers her fears in a control situations like my pack or the swimming pool, the more confident she will become in her day-to-day life.
And just like getting into the car earlier, Misty resists.
I have Misty touch the car so she could get over her fear of it. Good girl. Ultimately, she jumped in on her own. I am doing the same thing with the water. First, I have her touch it. Then, after a lot of repetition, she will be ready to jump in. Nice. Very nice.
With the help of his partner, Jahida, Cesar works with Misty to let people pet her.
She needs to learn, like, right away, that people are going to reach out to her 99% of the times. When people reach out to pet Misty in the past, she will bite because of her insecure state. By having Jahida reach out but not pet Misty until she relaxed. Not yet. Get it. There we go. Misty will associate the action as non-threatening. After a lot of practice, she will gain the confidence to let people pet her.
After many days of confidence-building exercises, Misty shows the progress Cesar was looking for.
She's doing great progress. For her to come back and allow me to touch and caress her feet is a big deal for the owners. They can't touch the feet. They can't hold the feet. You know, she's now coming and giving me her paws. So I'm very pleased that we have achieved a lot of confidence in a matter of such a short period of time.
Cesar has made progress with Misty on his own, but it's yet to be seen if she will revert to old habits when reintroduced to her family.
Just gonna come in. That's it. Even if she gets out of the gate, just walk in.
Just walk in? Okay.
Yeah. Welcome to the Dog Psychology Center.
Thank you.
This is we're gonna build a dog city.
This is
Very good.
awesome.
Yes, thank you.
Caesar puts the family straight to work. He challenges them to put on Misty's leash, then lift both of her paws, something they have never achieved without a bite.
A dog's paws can be one of the more sensitive areas, and Misty is no exception. The family needs to hold Misty's paws with confidence, or they will never break the cycle of insecurity. A little tentative, but I like it. Nice.
When she first put the leash on Misty, I was afraid that Misty was actually going to bite Lauren.
Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. There you stay right there, sweetie pie. That's very good.
I've been in that fear before.
No.
I could just feel Lauren's nervous energy.
I've never done this before, and it's scary because you're making a dog growl when the dog can bite you at any moment.
Just lift, sweetie pie.
What is she doing?
Smelling.
Oh.
As soon as she opens the mouth, you can let it go.
Whoa.
Cesar has made major progress building Misty's confidence.
Nice.
But the true test is if her family can lift both paws without a bite. If they succeed, they're on their way to becoming the pack leaders Misty needs. And Misty is on her way to becoming the dog that they have always dreamed of.
No.
Nice.
Oh, I'm scared to do the other one.
Huh?
I'm scared to do the other
Well,
one.
good, because we need for you to be scared so you can face it. Stay right there, sweetie pie. You stay.
Whoa.
That's okay. It's the leash, the leash.
I was very nervous when she was growling at me today, but I just knew that, like I knew I had to grab the paw at some time. I couldn't just bail out.
Nice. That's okay, Miss Lauren. What are you waiting for? It's okay. It's okay, Miss Lauren. We got it. Go ahead. She's ready. She's ready. She's ready. She's ready. Nice. You got it. You got this. You got this, Miss Lauren. Breathe. Breathe again. Stay right there. She's not done yet. Now, let it go. Nice.
Once I got it, once I was calm, I got one paw down, I would just start to be happy because I've never done that before. Then when I started getting 2 paws, I was really excited because I can just touch it and she won't growl at me and she can just be relaxed.
Your turn? You go ahead, man. You do it. You control the situation like it's your party. You sit down. Nice. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Nice. And then you go and grab the feet.
I hold this with my left hand.
That's okay. That's very good. You stay right there.
Good girl, Misty.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Yeah.
I'll let it down.
Now you drop the leash and grab the other feet. You hold it right there. Nice. You let it go.
Good girl, Misty.
Nice.
Good girl.
Yeah, let it give you affection. That's right.
Good
this
girl.
head low like this. This
Yeah.
head low. That's beautiful.
We never thought to take this much time with our dog and to do all this, and it made me more confident. That was good.
Over here.
Yeah.
The ladies pass the test, and Misty's response to the guys
Nice.
even surprises Cesar.
So let it, there you go. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
When Misty gave me her paw, it felt great just to see the transformation in just such a short time. Obviously, Misty trusted me, and I trusted Misty. It was just a testament to how everything works for Cesar and his ways.
I didn't get that response.
You didn't get the paw, huh?
No, give me a hug, give me a hug.
That was really good. Thank you.
So I'm going to keep her for 2 more days. I just want to do a little bit touch-ups here and there. And you're going to see a completely different dog. But obviously it has more to do with you. You're challenging yourself.
Applying the patience that Cesar taught us today that's going to be needed to really help Misty and help us is definitely going to be a big task for us, but we definitely are committed, and that's why we're here.
Good girl.
After a few more days of rehabilitation, Cesar feels Misty is finally ready to rejoin her family.
Here she comes.
Can't wait to see her.
Good to see you, Misty.
Yay!
Hey, Cesar.
How are you guys? You excited? Yeah, get excited because this excited day. I'm actually going to let it come. How are you guys? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Good to see you. Yeah.
The house has been really lonely without Misty, so I'm just really glad to have her back to fill in that blankness.
Just come over here and just ask her to go inside the car. There you go.
Misty, come on, up here. Come on.
Wow.
Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. And she went right in, and I was like, wow.
Get in there. Sit down right there. There you go. There you go. I don't want you to start thinking too much, looking too much. There you go. That's right.
Look at that. She can pet her now.
Can I try to carry her?
Yeah.
Wow, Lauren. That's so awesome. Look at her.
There you keep it right there. So if she start going like a little wiggling, you just kind of stop.
Parental support.
Yeah.
Support, that's
Gotcha,
right.
yeah.
It's
The
like,
fact that she just picked her up and held her was neat. It was like, it was exactly what we wanted out of a dog.
how you feeling?
I feel awesome.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
I'm very excited about the new Misty because I know that the new Misty is what I've always wanted from her, and that will prove that we didn't have to put her down.
But the work is not done yet. Cesar has surveillance cameras installed to monitor the family for the next week. Will they continue their success with Misty, or will she attack them while Cesar is away? These cameras will reveal the truth. Cesar's next call comes from whistleblowers Brad and Jamie, who are fed up with Brad's sister Nicole and her aggressive dog Augie.
All right, guys, you ready to meet Cesar? Better be good to him.
Hi.
Hey guys.
Hey, how you doing?
They're coming to greet you.
Yes, they come.
Hi, I'm Brad.
How are you? Nice to meet you.
I'm Jamie.
Jamie, nice to meet you.
Nice to
How
meet
are you
you,
guys?
And this is Chemo and Sophie.
Well, I guess we can go and talk about how do you want me to help you?
Okay, that's great.
All
Let's
right,
go.
come on this way. Jamie and I called Cesar because we have these two dogs, Chemo and Sophie, and my sister's dog, Augie, does not get along with Chemo at all. My sister and her husband, Matt, literally moved in right next door. We were super pumped to have them live so close and be with us, but the situation between her dog and our dog has made that impossible. They have a dog, Augie, that's high anxiety, fights Chemo a lot. It's not just Chemo that sets Augie off. It's pretty much anything sets Augie off. If he sees something he doesn't know or is not familiar with, he's gonna flip out. He will look for the first thing to bite, human,
I mean, by
couch.
flip out, we mean blind rage. It's as if he can't even see anything. Because in that blind rage, he'll turn around, and if you're there, he will bite you. Nicole gets very anxious. Augie is anxious because Nicole is anxious.
And they feed off each other's anxiety. Nicole tightens up, Augie gets all crazy, and then Chemo gets crazy because all three of them are crazy.
See?
It's hard to get along with my own sister with these two dogs just butting heads all the time.
But you get along with your sister.
Oh, completely. I mean, we're a very close family.
Yeah, she lives right across the street from you.
We have like big family events all the time, and we'd like to be able to have the dogs be together as well.
So why are we here?
We're in this specific park because my sister, I know she walks her dog, Augie, here around this time of day.
Does she normally does when nobody's around? Is that
She tries to walk around the prime dog walking
So she'll do it
times.
early in the morning or when everyone's at work and the kids are at school. So hopefully she'll be walking by soon and we can kind of ambush her with it. You're here because you're probably the only person on this planet she's actually going to listen to.
Oh, here they come.
All right, so they're coming down the street right there.
Let's
together
go.
and
Let's
see
see.
if when she recognizes we got Cesar with us today.
Hey, guys!
Hey guys, we have a surprise for you.
You finally getting Chemo the help he needs?
No, this is for Nicole.
For me.
For you,
Nicole,
it's this
me,
guy.
Caesar.
How are you?
Hi,
Nice to
how
meet
are
you. Pleasure,
Cool.
pleasure.
All right.
Oh, that was a strong meeting.
Hi, Augie. Hi, buddy. Okay.
Watch out, watch out.
No.
Watch out, watch out.
No.
Cesar Milan is in the middle of a dogfight. Whistleblower Brad has desperately called for Cesar's help because he insists his sister's dog, Augie, constantly attacks his dog, Chemo. But before Cesar can even assess the problem, the two dogs go at each other.
No. I was excited to see Cesar initially when we walked up. He immediately controlled Augie. It's kind of amazing.
That is just to snap him out of him. Right?
Hopefully Cesar can help us get to the root of Augie's problems because it's really hurting my relationship with my brother. I've had Augie since he was like 8 weeks old. I've literally been with him for like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. He's attached to me. I'm attached to him. Being simple way. Matt and I, we've been looking to buy a house. My brother saw them, putting in the for sale sign. He called us this morning. He's like, there's a house for sale right across the street. You guys have to come see it. And put an offer on it. And I mean, it was a really quick process. We're all really happy. We're like, oh my God, we're literally right across the street from you. Oh, you're dangerous. Until Augie met Chemo. This is what I didn't want to happen.
90% of the time, Augie's a great dog.
Yeah.
And he's sweet, and he's very smart, and he listens, and he's great. And then there's that 10% of the time where he's just awful.
He's on high alert. I'm on high alert because of him. Like, I always have him in the corner of my eye, seeing what he's doing to see if I need to, put a stop to it because he's going to go through the window one day.
One time, I was probably like 5 feet away. I said, Augie, get away, get away. And he turned around and he charged at me and bit my pant pocket and just started, thrashing around.
I think we at least know Augie's issues and are trying to address them. Brad and Jamie have no idea. They're clueless. Chemo is just as much to blame as Augie is. I mean, he is a complete instigator. Okay. Chemo.
So the outburst that he had just now, was that because of Chemo?
Why are you gonna try to put Chemo under the bus?
Tell me about Chemo. Tell me about. I haven't heard anything
Chemo's an
about.
instigator.
Instigator.
He's not an instigator. He's a lover.
He's
He loves
very,
you too.
Yeah, he's very protective.
He
of
doesn't
his
love anybody else.
Would you agree with that?
Somewhat.
Her sister dog definitely has a problem, but it was Brad's dog, that was actually triggering the attack. And Brad is not helping because he's just so passive. Nothing wrong with my dog. Nicole, is your dog.
Cesar's first task is to control Chemo from instigating a fight. A valuable lesson because a small dog like Chemo can instigate a larger dog and be harmed or even killed.
Even though they call me for Augie, I still have to take care of Chemo because Chemo is instigating. And then I can move on into the most serious case, which is Augie.
Cesar creates a circle around Nicole and Augie. Brad's mission, give affection to Augie while keeping Chemo out of the circle and respecting the boundary.
So they are in their personal space and intimate space. It's like the ABC of petting somebody else's dog while your dog doesn't get in trouble.
All right, Chemo, you want to go see Augie? I'm going to go pet Augie now. You going to come? Come on. All right, you stay. Good boy. Good boy, Augie. How you doing, buddy? Good boy. Stay out of the circle, King. Good boy.
That's beautiful. That's right. He can do anything around that circle.
Good boy, huh? Cesar told us, just let the dog understand that distance and show that there's boundaries. And I didn't really understand or even think that dogs have boundaries too. All right, good boy, Chemo. Come on.
Good?
Good boy.
Brad did a good job in the circle exercise. Not only Chemo stayed out of the circle, but he sat down in a calm, submissive way. This shows Brad can be a good pack leader, and Chemo will respond to boundaries. Brad just needs to apply it in his everyday life. This is the most preventative way to approach a dog or to pet somebody else's dog.
Now that Cesar has taught Brad how to deal with Chemo's dominance, he turns to the most dire issue. Augie's aggression.
What I want to see is him with other dogs. So I'm going to bring my dog. Here, look. He just bit me.
Nicole and Matt's dog, Augie, is out of control. Not only has he been attacking her brother's dog, but Augie is also attacking his owners. Right in front of Cesar.
No. Matt,
He just bit me. Hey, they do have a problem. There is a dog that will bite.
I don't know what set him off. It just,
Well, he definitely has bad habits. And the worst bad habit is he bites his owner.
That's a pretty bad one.
it usually is worse, though. If I'm saying, like, he got you a little bit, but he normally would be, like, make you bleed, I mean.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but he's frantic.
To find the reason why he's frantic, Cesar first needs to observe how Augie's behavior is affected by his owner.
Here, he's
Too far in front?
Too far in front.
He has Nicole do basic tasks.
Can I let him over here?
The way you let him over there is more important than what you want to do, so it's too much tension.
No.
Nicole is a classic neurotic dog owner. So by the time she gets close to any dog, the leash is tense, everything is tense, her shoulders are tense. When Junior was coming here,
Yep,
you did that.
I
That is just
I'm
like,
scarred for life.
yeah, she doesn't trust her own dog to be friendly, and that's all Aggie was going to do. So no tension on it. Otherwise, he doesn't get to learn. There you go. It was absolutely Nicole's lack of trust that causes Aggie to fight. If Nicole doesn't learn to relax, Aggie's gonna continue biting dogs and his owners. If we panic, you become a source of what they should bite because you're in a weak state. For me, what I got from Aggie is I'm actually a really cool dog and I'm actually a really playful dog, but I live with somebody who doesn't trust me. Therefore, I don't trust anybody.
Cesar determines that Augie's aggression issues are a direct result of Nicole's inability to trust her dog around others. To face this fear head on, Cesar brings Nicole and Augie to a crowded dog park.
I used to take him to dog parks when he was younger, but he started getting into fights with the other dogs. I'm envisioning Augie going in, immediately fighting, every dog there, them all piling on top of him. I mean, just disaster.
This is not how you come to a dog park. Here, come here, look. This is the etiquette of dog park. Dog park creates excitement in every dog in the whole entire world.
Oh, yeah.
Dog park begins from the moment you park. By that time, you should have absolute control. Then, once you see the frame, normally dog parks have two holding areas, that and this. This is where you assess and evaluate the situation. Once it's okay, I'm in a relaxed state, then you can walk in first and happy birthday, Augie!
See, look at this. Was someone going to control this?
That's all right, that's all right.
I'm really nervous about this.
But you can see the anxiety in my wife.
Yeah.
And how
Just
He's going to fight this dog.
No, he's not. He's playing. He's playing. If I thought the Aggie was aggressive with other dogs, I would never bring him to the dog park. So something inside of me said, you can trust him. The only triggering point that will make Aggie aggressive is if Nicole can relax.
I've seen him get into fights.
I know, but this is cool. Where you live,
Where do I
in the
live?
past, This is not what's happening right now. I want you to see that he's social. We did all the steps. When you have a dog like Augie in that awesome state of mind, you just want to tell him how much you trust him. You know, the dog is already well behaved, but in her mind, she's seeing what happened in the past. You can see it in her face. She was terrified.
Wants to
He's
fight
getting
everyone.
crazy, I'm telling you guys. Oh, no balls. If he runs up to that ball, he's gonna fight, man, and you know it.
He's already playing. He wants to play. Somebody understands him.
This is why I don't go to the
Where's your beer? He's having a good time, but her being this way, she's going to create something.
Is he gonna be okay?
He's good. He's okay. What are you talking about? Get out of the dog park.
I really don't
He's
like
already
this.
playing.
Caesar has noticed tension and anxiety building in Nicole that could trigger a dogfight.
He's having a good time, but her being this way, she's going to create something. Get out of the dog park. Supposed to have like a good guy and a bad guy, you know? And Nicole has two bad guys. It's like, they're going to kill each other. They're going to kill each other.
You ready, Sophie?
When Nicole's brother Brad and sister-in-law Jamie show up with their dogs, they're surprised to see Nicole outside by herself.
Why is Nicole in quarantine?
She's in timeout. She was not really having a good time. And he's having an awesome time. Yeah. She was commenting what was going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, but it wasn't real. It was just like a completely horror story. She already believed that he killed like 300 dogs.
Stepping out, taking a break was absolutely the right thing to do. That I couldn't ask her to do because I would have been a bad husband. But if Cesar asked her, then all's fun.
Whenever you're ready, you can come in. Whenever you're ready.
Do you want to come back and play with us?
Just be social.
I mean, it's not fun. I don't want to have anxiety. It's just going to take some time, and I know I'll get there. We just need to make good memories, forget about the past.
Before we leave, just for, you know, for memory, once he comes in, I want you to start moving in that direction. So, by yourself, yes, go. Just go, girl. This is walking a dog off leash.
After Nicole's time out, Caesar's one last task is for her to walk Augie through the dog park off leash while staying calm.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe he did not react to that dog.
He did in a good way.
Thinking to myself, I either need to do this, or we can go back home and leave Augie in the house and never let him be exposed to any other dog. I think that was kind of the turning point for me.
Nice, beautiful.
You're having fun, huh? You're having so much fun.
Good job, Nicole. Good job.
What do you learn today?
But going into these situations calm and making sure his mind frame, he's in a calm mind
Yeah.
frame, it made all the difference in the world.
Dude, we learned that these dogs can come over to our house, we can go over, and they can be off leash as long as Nicole's not freaking out about what could happen.
I think over time it'll be good. The more positive experiences we have, I think the better we'll be. This is like a new dog.
Thank you so much for letting
Thank
me
you,
challenge
honestly.
you.
All right, thanks,
Bye.
Cesar.
Thank you.
Caesar has surveillance cameras installed to monitor Nicole's progress with Augie. Will Nicole stay calm? Or will her nerves push Augie and Chemo into another fight, driving a wedge between the siblings' relationship?
Oh, look at the dog. Hi.
Hello, hello.
Very nice to meet you.
After the families have had ample time to work with their dogs on their own, Caesar meets with them to review the surveillance footage.
I want to see, you know, how you guys did and if I can give you feedback. Let's go here.
Let's go. Come on, guys.
First, Caesar watches the footage of Nicole's progress with Augie.
See this whole thing in front?
He notices that Nicole is still working through her trust issues with Augie and is projecting the worst-case scenario.
You have a leash on your dog?
Mm-hmm.
In your house?
I would put the leash on him before I open the door. You know, I keep the leash right by the door. If someone comes in, I put it on them.
Just like in the dog park, she is not willing to let the dogs play on their own.
He's okay. What are you talking about? Get out of the dog park.
Nicole was following them around.
I know, I can see it. She's like...
Yeah. We had to like tell her to like
Like,
sit
you
down and
look
talk
like
to
I
us.
sounded like walking. It's like I'm getting like tense just by watching this video.
No one's paying attention to them.
But if you pay tense attention, then it's bad. If you pay relaxed attention, then it's good.
Caesar was called to stop Chemo and Augie from fighting. Now Nicole and Brad attempt what they were never able to achieve, walking the dogs side by side.
This is good right here. This is the best one, right?
And the walk goes great. Even when Chemo instigates Augie, there is not a fight.
Look at the ears. Look at the ears. He's submissive. He wants to smell. Look at the score. Look at dominance.
Yeah,
Boom. Look. Ears forward. The ears back. That is what you need to achieve more and more and more.
Augie obviously feeds off of my energy. It's pretty clear. Augie seems very friendly with Chemo now. I think this is definitely the start of a bright new era for the Simon family.
All right. Let's look at this.
Next, Caesar watches the surveillance footage of Misty and her family.
We're doing the paw exercise, so we're having her sit, and each one of us would take a turn.
This didn't go so well.
Oh, here, yeah.
She's big time growling at me.
Yeah, well, look at
She was
this.
like 9.
She's actually starting to bite me, I think. Bite my hand.
Misty is still working through insecurities,
No.
Stay right there.
but her improvement is encouraging.
Just the fact that you've been here for a while, that's perfect. That's not bad.
Good job.
That's great. That's a good job. Yeah.
Lauren struggles with Misty at first,
Like a rattlesnake.
but is able to give a simple correction, and Misty settles down.
Oh, that was good, Lauren. That was good. Yeah. She's playing with you. To me, everything that I see is very positive because I've seen a family working together, you know, supporting each other. All of that is great. Remember, you're here because it took you a year to get here. You gotta give yourself a pat and have a good dinner or something, or a drink. You okay?
Well, we've got a great master, Cesar.
Oh, well,
You know,
you guys are
thankful
very
so
open
much.
to it, and the love that you have for Misty is just undeniable.
I absolutely think that Cesar saved Missy's life.
Just pass me, give me the leash, give me the leash.
Just seeing that Misty can actually interact with people as well as other animals was fantastic. I think this is a huge step in the right direction for everybody.
It's going to take hard work to change ourselves, but this is what it's going to take, and this is what, you know, we're
still committed to it.
committed to doing.
Nice. There you go. There you go.
Wow.
These two stories are very similar. They both believe they have an aggressive dog, but in reality, they have a nervous dog with tense humans. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Cesar.
Thank you. Ta-da! Ta-da!